Friends, how are you all? Good evening. So the expiry ended, as I mentioned in my in yesterday's video. Expect a pullback, which didn't happen properly in Nifty, but it happened in Nifty Bank, and that was definitely a massive pullback. Even though when our market pulled back, the entire global market was two down. Even Europe opened, DAX opened almost 126 point down. But even then, our bank nifty pulled back. That is basically because of the option chain. Because one of the major component in bank nifty is definitely the first one is HDFC, but one of the major one is SBI. SBI's option chain clearly showed that it had to expire above 280. At any cost, it had to expire at 280, which I had mentioned in some of our groups, my groups also. So that was very clear. Because of that, and definitely 30,000 was a important level for bank nifty. But whether it will hold or not, I cannot say anything right now. But seeing the global market as of now, we can expect some more pullback, and that pullback may take nifty up to 14,150, and my level is maximum level is 14,238, which I mentioned in yesterday's video also. So definitely I'll just short for any pullback above 14,150 with a stop loss of 14,238. That's for sure. That is one thing. Second thing is that as I mentioned yesterday, I didn't give any stock trading plans for today, but I traded in only in Axis Bank today. That was nothing technical in that. It was purely based on the result which came in. There were a lot of comments in almost all the groups saying that the result is too worse, and the share price of Axis Bank will crash. But by seeing the result, I understood that no, that is not a bad result. Basically, one more thing you have to understand: just because the NPA has gone up, or the provisioning has gone up, it doesn't mean that it is a bad result. First of all, everybody has to understand that. See, in a bank like Axis Bank says that their provision, they have given a more provision, provisioning for bad debts. That too, when Supreme Court's moratorium part is still for restructuring of loan is still active. We have to understand then that the major thing is from in the next quarter, when the restructuring part is done, definitely the NPA will fall. So seeing that, I decided to enter into Axis Bank. And based on that, I today entered Axis Bank after 10 o'clock, not after 9:30, 9:45. The first candle, I left it as it is. The one that was closed, when I understood that definitely it was not falling as the way the people were reacting in almost all the groups. So I decided to enter above the day's high. I entered in February future in Axis Bank above the first candle. The first candle's high was 633.5. I entered above 634. To be very specific, I entered at 634.2 because I had put in a stop loss order with trigger price as 634.1 and the execution price as 634.2. So it got executed at 634.2 itself, and my target was 643.75. But by the time I typed my target order, the order got executed at 644, so almost for 10 rupees, but it went up to 671 or like 670, yeah, 675 it went up to, but I exited at 644 because that was my target. So I exited there, and it just roamed around in that area for almost one and a half hours. So that was the only trade which I did it. I expected a pullback. I thought of trading in SBI, but the move was not that convincing till almost 2:30. So I thought, okay, fine, because it was just going up, and the candles, the upside candles was much smaller than the falling candles. Like you can see here, like 1, 2, 3, 4 candles it took, but in one single candle, everything was wiped up. So I was not sure about it, but I pointed out in some of my groups that the SBI has to expire above 280. Based on that, one of my friend entered bit earlier. Actually, I thought of putting that message at around almost at this point to enter above this, but instead of that, I just typed a message saying that okay, SBI most probably SBI will be expiring above 280. Immediately somebody took it, but it went down. But actually, my plan was to tell them or to enter above the day's high. That means 200 and that was in sorry here 278.5, which is like about 279. So if that was done, then definitely it went up. But I didn't enter into it because it was not a convincing move for me. Basically the main problem was when that crossing was done, this ADX was below 20. That was a major reason I didn't attempt it. But after that, it went up. Now it is definitely there are the bullish pattern which was being formed today before closing is basically ICICI Bank, Axis Bank, SBI, stocks like in banking sector because of this move in bank nifty. But how much convincing it's that move, we cannot say anything. But definitely without seeing a follow-up move tomorrow, we cannot confirm that the uptrend is back. Anyhow, for tomorrow's trade plan, my plan for tomorrow's trade is basically onto ICICI Bank. I'll enter ICICI Bank, and spot level I'm mentioning into you, but I'll be trading in February future. But to be specific on a spot level, I'll be entering a long position in ICICI Bank at 520, any pullback towards 527. That is my plan as of now. But basically, after the global market closes today and the global market futures, how it is going to show tomorrow morning, based on that only the decision will be final. But as of now, the plan is to get into long in ICICI Bank because there is a small chance of a short squeeze in ICICI Bank. The ICICI Bank result is on Saturday. So there, because of this massive recovery in Bank Nifty today, the ICICI Bank, there can be a short squeeze be created, and it may give a pullback, a up move. Because and one more major thing is that it has crossed and closed above 200 EMA and 200 SMA. So these are the two major reasons. ADX is above 20. MACD is showing positive. So I'll enter on a pullback. If I get a pullback towards 527 for a target of 534, the first target of 534, then 546. But I don't expect the 546, but I'm definitely, if 534 is crossed, then I'll keep 534 as stop loss, and I'll exit at 540. That is one major plan for me. The second is SBI itself, because why I'm working on I'm planning for banks tomorrow is because banks had shown strength. These two banks, ICICI Bank and SBI, has shown strength during the last hour of the trade. If you see HDFC Bank, it didn't give a major pullback like what ICICI Bank or HDFC Bank has done. Kotak Bank, no, it didn't give it. Only two banks which gave it. One is definitely it is Axis Bank, and the second and the next two is that it's SBI and ICICI Bank. So SBI I'll enter once if I get a pullback towards 280.4. That was my planned entry level even for today and intraday, but it was not convincing. That that trade was not convincing. The first time when it went about 280, the ADS was below 20, so that's why I didn't enter. Then by seeing this long red candle, 1, 2, 3, 4 candle, green small candle was covered in a single red candle, means it was not a convincing move. So that's why I kept away. But now I feel yes, there's a chance for an up move. ADX is even the ADX is pointing the momentum above DI DI plus. So definitely the up move may get sustained up to a target of 289. So I'll try to enter if for any pullback towards 280, and my first stop loss will be 278.75. Once it moves above 282, that means, or once it moves above today's high, that means it's almost at 283.3. I'll trail my stop loss to 282. Then I'll wait for 289. That is my plan as of now. So these are the two trades I'm planning for tomorrow: ICICI Bank and SBI. I had one more query about entering long onto IndusInd Bank tomorrow. But no, I don't think there's any convincing momentum as of now. Tomorrow's thing, I don't know. But tomorrow, if there is any move expected, definitely I'll point it out. But as of now, IndusInd Bank is definitely a no for me. Only, and I'll be preferring for ICICI Bank and SBI. And one more thing, I'm as a standby, I'm keeping with me for tomorrow. A third one, which is Bajaj Finance. That is also was showing some strength, but in the last 1 hour, it didn't make up. That the reason can be because there is one more index now, Fin Nifty. That Fin Nifty had to, expiry has to be near to 14,600. That was the option team was clearly showing that the expiry has to be near to 14,600. So that they maintained also almost at 14,600. 601 it is. So to maintain that level for Fin Nifty, because Bajaj Finance is a major component of Fin Nifty. So maintain that 41,600, because index option chain is more important than the stock option chains. So the stock option writers basically concentrate on index options. So to maintain that level of Fin Nifty at 14,600, they might have played with Bajaj Finance in the last 1 hour. That may be the reason it had not gone up. But tomorrow, if it trades above 479, 4,879, I will enter long onto it, because on a long run or on a medium term, I'm expecting 4,996 onto Bajaj Finance. So tomorrow above 4,879, that is above both 200 EMA and 200 SMA also. So if I get a chance, if there's a sudden move and ADX is presently at 15.8, if it is moves to about 20, definitely I will get long into that also. So these three, Bajaj Finance is standby actually, but the main concentration will be onto SBI and ICICI Bank. So these are the these are the 2-1 and a standby Bajaj Finance also. Tomorrow's move, we cannot predict anything. Everything will depend on how the global market will be behaving tonight, and global market future indices, how it will behave tomorrow morning. So these things we have to, but definitely I'm beyond any doubt, expect a dead cat bounce towards 14,238 in Nifty. That is my expectation. Definitely, I'll create shorts from in India. As far as index is concerned, above 14,000, around 14,150, I will create shorts with 14,238 as my, or 14,240 as my stop loss. So this is the plan for tomorrow, and hope everybody is enjoying my videos. If you like it, please click the like button. And if you subscribe my channel, definitely you will get intimated when I upload a new video. And if you think it is useful for anybody else, just share it so that they can also watch my video and trade accordingly. Thank you very much, and God bless you.